digestion, process of digestion. We know about that one. Digestion occurs in buccal cavity, stomach, and small intestine. Among these three, which one plays an important role means small intestine. Means digestion mostly takes place in the small intestine, and most of the nutrient absorption takes place in the small intestine. Whereas coming to the step by step, following first one the buccal cavity, and followed by stomach, and followed by small intestine. There is no digestion takes place in the large intestine, especially which absorbs the drugs like as alcohols, water molecules, and some little amounts of the minerals. Remaining materials are adjacent through the alimentary canal via anus. So here, first one is the process of digestion. We never know what is digestion. Digestion is a mechanical and chemical process. Mechanical and chemical process. Digestion is mechanical and chemical process. So what is the mechanical process? Coming to the buccal cavity, we have mouth along with tongue, and also it releases which consists some saliva. The teeth which grinds the food materials into minute or as possible as minute particles. With the help of saliva, the food material which is modified into a ball-like structure, that is called bolus. So, which forms the in buccal cavity, food modified as a ball-like structure. That ball is known as bolus. Mechanical and chemical process. The in buccal cavity, food is modified into a ball-like material that is called bolus. So here, what is the chemical process? Chemical means in buccal cavity, salivary secretion, which binds with the food material and forms a specific material which digests the starch, into maltose and dextrin. So coming to the buccal cavity, starch which is converted into maltose and dextrin. So we have an idea about salivary juice or nothing but salivary secretion. Salivary consists salivary amylase, which digests the food materials, especially starch, into maltose and dextrin. So around 30% of carbohydrates, which are digested in the buccal cavity, 30% of carbohydrates which are digested in the buccal cavity with the help of the salivary amylase, especially in the presence of salivary amylase, the pH of salivary amylase, we know about that one, that is 6.8. With the help of the salivary amylase, around 30% of the carbohydrates which are digested into the maltose and dextrin. And we know saliva consists again lysozyme enzyme. So lysozyme, which kills the microorganisms, So penetration of the microorganisms which may be mostly killed by the lysozyme enzyme. So this is the major process takes place in the salivary, in the buccal cavity. Okay, coming to the process of digestion in stomach. In previous one, digestion takes place in the buccal cavity with the help of salivary amylase. Around 30% of the carbohydrates, nothing but which are present in the form of starch, which was digested in the buccal cavity. But here, while observing the stomach, only proteins which may be converted into the complex material to the simple materials. There is no other food materials does not digest in the stomach, like as carbohydrates and lipids are nothing but fats. And another one is, we never know the pH of the stomach. pH of stomach, that is around 0.8 to 1.9. 0.8 to 1.9. So here the daily means the pH is always in acidic condition. So we have an idea about acidic conditions, especially HCl. Previously we discussed about that one. The glands which are secreted in the digestion, stomach. What are the glands in the secrete? What are the glands present in the stomach means? Mucous chain cells, neck cells, parietal cells, and also known as another one, oxalic cells. The cells which releases the secretions, which mostly digest the food materials like as the proteins. Previously we discussed another one, HCl plays an important role in the digestion of the food materials, because the first in the stomach, the major enzymes are prorenin, pepsinogen and trypsinogen. These are the inactive forms in the stomach. What are the inactive forms in the stomach means? Proenzymes. These are called proenzymes. These are in inactive forms. Here, the prorenin, which are known as inactive forms, the inactive forms which are converted into the active forms with the help of the secretion released from the stomach. So what is the secretion means? HCl. So here the prorenin which converted into the renin with the presence of HCl. Again, along with the prorenin and the pepsinogen. The pepsinogen which are present in the form of inactive form. Here we have to write it is in inactive form. The inactive form of pepsinogen which converted into the active form, that is called pepsin. So which one plays an important role means here HCl. Again, another important one is proteins. The proteins which are digested into the proteases and ketones. Here, the pepsin which plays an important role. The pepsin converts the proteins into the proteases and the peptones. So here the proteases are little bit complex than the peptones. These are the other simplest forms. Some of the peptones which are maybe digested, which are maybe absorbed through the walls of stomach. We know about this one. Internal parts of the stomach, especially body and fundus region, consist many folding-like structures. These structures are called gastric rugae, which increases the area which absorbs the gastric rugae, which mostly absorbs the materials which are in simplest forms. But there is no complete absorption takes place in the stomach of the living individual. Only some of the materials which may be digested into the little bit simplest molecules in the presence of various enzymes. Whereas another important factor is that is called proteolytic enzyme. That is casein. So here the enzyme is known as renin, R-E-N-N-I-N. We know the difference between the renin and the renin. Here two N's, here only one N. The renin which digests the milk protein casein into the calcium para-caseinate. The casein which converted into the calcium para-caseinate in the presence of renin. So what about that R-E-N-I-N, renin? It is related to the excretion, kidney, means removal of the waste materials, whereas in the formation of the urine that takes place, takes place in the urine formation, means it is related to the kidney functions. R-E-N-I-N, renin, which is related to the function of the kidneys. R-E-N-N-I-N, which is related to the milk protein, means the milk which is converted into this para-caseinate are nothing but with the help of calcium. Then only we are discussing about more calcium are present in the milk products. So the casein which converted into the calcium para-caseinate with the help of calcium and the enzyme renin. It is a proteolytic enzyme. Then calcium para-caseinate again converted into the another little bit simplest forms which are called peptones. Then which one enzyme plays an important role means pepsin. So here the inactive forms, especially chloramine, pepsinogen, again that renin enzymes which are in inactive forms, which converts the materials in the presence of another enzymes or secretions like as HCl, pepsin, and again a renin in the presence of calcium also, which converted into the simple molecules. So this is another digestion of the proteins, especially takes place in the stomach. Okay, coming to the next one. Mostly digestion and absorption occurs in the small intestine of a living individual, especially human beings. We are studying human beings. We know another one, small intestine, which contains intestinal juice. That is also called succus entericus. Generally, the proteins and second one fats and third one is carbohydrates. Mostly these three types of food materials are converted into the minute or simplest forms in the small intestine. Previously we discussed some of the carbohydrates, around 30% of the carbohydrates are digested in the buccal cavity with the help of salivary amylase. Remaining part how it digested in. Coming to the first one. Generally, trypsinogen, chymotrypsinogen, which are the inactive forms, in the small intestinal tubes. Initially, the inactive forms which are modified into active forms with the help of same enzymes, that is called autocatalysis. What is meant by autocatalysis? Auto means self, catalysis, catabolic process means modified or destructed into or converted into the another simplest forms. So here trypsinogen which converted into the means here the inactive forms are trypsinogen and chymotrypsinogen. These are inactive forms. The inactive forms which are modified into the active forms. So these are active forms. These are active forms. So the inactive forms which are present in the small intestine and the stomach also, that is called proenzymes. The inactive forms which are considered as proenzymes. The proenzymes which are modified into the active forms by self-motivation, self-activation, that is called autocatalysis. So the trypsinogen converted into the trypsin are the active form which converted from the inactive form of the trypsinogen in the presence of enterokinase. Again the trypsin which are is in active, the active trypsin enzyme which digests the small amounts of trypsinogen into the trypsin. The process is called catalysis, autocatalysis. Auto means self, catalysis means conversion or destruction. Again the chymotrypsinogen, the inactive form which is modified into the chymotrypsin in the presence of again the active form of trypsin. Then the trypsin and chymotrypsin, and the chymotrypsin here, the active forms, the trypsin and the chymotrypsin, the active forms which digest the proteins into the simplest forms which are called amino acids. We know about the one proteins which are converted into amino acids. These are the simplest forms. Again fats which are converted into glycerol and fatty acids and glycerol. Again carbohydrates which are modified into the glucose. So these are the major complex food material which was taken by the individual. The complex molecules which was taken by the individual like as are in the form of proteins. Next one, lipids or fats, and third one is carbohydrates. The complex molecules which are converted into the presence of some active forms which are modified from the inactive forms. Means the inactive forms or the proenzymes are present in our body. So here coming to the proteins. The proteases and peptones. Okay, proteins are taken by the human being. What about these proteases and peptones? These are some amount of proteins which are converted into proteases and peptones. Some proteins which are converted into the proteases and peptones. This action takes place in the stomach initially or previously. Stomach also we discussed that one. Stomach also digests the proteins which are converted into the proteases and peptones. The partial digestion of the proteins and peptones which are also enters into the small intestine along with the undigested particles of the proteins. proteins which are modified into tripeptides. Tripeptides in the presence of the active forms of trypsin and chymotrypsin. Here the trypsin and chymotrypsin which are converted into the tripeptides. We know tri means 3 bonds. The tripeptides again converted into the dipeptides in the presence of tripeptidases. We know about that one. ACE, it represents the enzyme. The ACE, ACE, it always represents the enzyme. So the dipeptidases which converted into the dipeptides, the dipeptides which converted into the amino acids. The ultimate, simplest forms of the proteins are called amino acids. Simplest molecules, forms, which are absorbed, the amino acids which are absorbed through the microvilli of the small intestine, microvilli of the small intestine, which reaches to the blood and lymph. So the simplest forms are considered as amino acids which are modified from the proteins, either proteins or proteases or peptones. So this is the process of digestion of proteins. Coming to the fats. Fats which are digested in the small intestine only. There is no digestion takes place in the buccal cavity and small intestine also. Here the fats we know about that one, lipases. Here we have to write the lipase enzyme. Lipase. Gastric lipase and intestinal lipase. Generally, we know about that one, bile salts. The bile salts which are secreted from the liver or especially gallbladder means bile salts and bile pigments. The bile salts which helps in the emulsification of fats, that is called emulsified fats. The fats which are in the major forms converted into the emulsified fats in the presence of bile salts. Again, means with the help of lipase, the emulsified fats which are converted into the initially again triglycerides. The triglycerides which are converted into the diglycerides. Again, the diglycerides which converted into the monoglycerides which are converted into the fatty acids and glycerol. We will discuss the absorption of the fatty acids and glycerol, which is a modification of a small underground structures which are called micelles. So later on we will discuss the absorption of the fatty acids and absorption into the small intestine like as villi. Coming to the another one, digestion of the carbohydrates. Around 30% of the carbohydrates previously discussed which are digested in the buccal cavity. 30% of the carbohydrates are digested in the buccal cavity. Whereas we know about the salivary amylase secreted in the salivary glands which are released in the buccal cavity. Here pancreatic amylase which are secreted from the pancreatic juice. Means the carbohydrates which are converted into the maltose, sucrose and lactose with the help of pancreatic enzymes. Again the maltose, sucrose and lactose which are modified into the simplest forms like as glucose respectively in the presence of maltase, next one sucrase, again lactase. Maltase, the enzyme which digests the maltose into the glucose molecules means glucose plus glucose means maltose, which directly converted into the all glucose molecules, whereas the sucrose which converted into the glucose and fructose. Again, fructose also converted into the glucose molecules, or fructose is a reserved material. Reserve material. Whenever requirement of energy, even the individual does not take the food materials, the fructose which modified into the glucose and gives some energy to the life activity, various activities of the living individual. So then, which is stored form? It is also glucose plus fructose. And coming to the lactose, which converted into the galactose and glucose. So the ultimate simplest forms of the carbohydrates is glucose. Then only I have written the simplest forms of the complex molecules, proteins which are converted into the amino acids, the proteins which are converted into the amino acids, the fats which are converted into the fatty acids and glycerol, the carbohydrates which are converted into the glucose. Among these three, which one is the simplest forms? Glucose, fatty acids, glycerol and amino acids. Among these three, except fatty acids or glycerol, these two are directly absorbed into the blood or lymph in the small intestine. But the fatty acids which are modified into the other structures, then only absorbed through the villi of the intestine into the blood. So this is the process of digestion.